Welcome back to Just Gist TV, the one place where the real Nollywood tea never sleeps. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button immediately because today's gist is heavy. Deza the Great has just dropped a revelation that nobody saw coming. Fresh out of the hospital, he has exposed a shocking backstabbing act in Nollywood. Stick around because you won't believe who he's pointing fingers at. Subscribe now so you don't miss any hot gist. When Deza the Great stepped out of that private hospital in Lagos just 1 hour ago, reporters expected him to be quiet, emotional, or simply grateful for life. After all, rumors had been circulating for days that he had collapsed on set, suffered a respiratory scare, and was rushed in for emergency treatment. The whole internet was praying, celebrities were posting, "Get well soon bro," and fans were lighting up timelines with support. But what nobody expected, what absolutely shook everyone standing outside the hospital gate, was the bomb he dropped the moment he held that mic. Instead of talking about his recovery, Deza launched straight into a shocking confession that left even his team stunned. According to him, someone in Nollywood wanted him down, silenced, and completely out of the picture. In his exact words, Deza said, "This wasn't sickness. This wasn't stress. Somebody set me up. And they know themselves." That one line alone sent the entire social media into wildfire. People started shouting behind the camera, bloggers nearly dropped their phones, and his own brothers had to step forward to calm him down. But Deza wasn't coming down. Not today. Not after everything. He went further, saying the chest pains and sudden collapse he experienced didn't feel natural. According to him, he had been battling strange symptoms for days, and the very last meal he ate before collapsing was handed to him on set by someone he trusted. The moment he said that, fans started dropping names online like raffle tickets. Was it a co-star? A director? A production assistant? Or a hidden rival with more power than the public knows? Deza didn't call the person's name, but he gave enough clues to throw Nollywood into total confusion. He said the backstabbing came from someone who smiles publicly, acts innocent, and pretends to love everybody. Someone who has benefited from him more than once. Someone who came into the industry with nothing, rose by riding on other people's shine, and now wants to dominate at any cost. Immediately, fans started connecting dots, and before long, hashtags started trending, hashtag who betrayed Deza, hashtag Nollywood snake, hashtag behind the cameras, hashtag protect Deza. Subscribe to Just Gist TV right now so you don't miss the moment we get the real name, because this matter is unfolding fast and hot. From the look on Deza's face during the hospital release, it was clear this wasn't acting. This wasn't publicity. This was raw anger mixed with disappointment. Deza is known for being calm, private, and mature. He hardly ever gets involved in online drama. Even when bloggers try to drag him into random beefs, he keeps his cool. That's why fans were completely shocked to see him speak with so much fire today. This was personal. This was deep. This clearly wasn't something he could keep quiet about any longer. According to someone close to the actor who spoke to the press off camera, Deza had been suspecting foul play since last month. The insider claimed that Deza confided in his family that someone in the industry was giving him bad vibes, sabotaging scripts meant for him, and manipulating producers against him behind the scenes. Apparently, roles that were practically his were suddenly being given to someone else, a certain actor who had always played friendly around him. Weeks later, deals he already signed mysteriously fell apart. And then came the medical scare. The insider also mentioned that the night before Deza collapsed, he overheard two people whispering about cutting him off before he becomes too big. Deza didn't take it seriously at first. He thought it was normal industry gossip or jealousy. But after today, after waking up in the hospital and replaying the events before he fainted, he became convinced that what happened was not ordinary. Now, here's where things get really suspicious. Earlier today, before Deza even stepped out of the hospital, a certain Nollywood actor, one known for constantly competing for the same roles as Deza, posted a strangely timed message on Instagram. The caption said, "Sometimes people fall so others can rise. Life chooses its winners." This actor quickly deleted the post, but screenshots had already circulated like wildfire. And that's where the internet exploded. People were tagging him with fire emojis, snake emojis, danger signs, and writing things like, "Oga, your conscience they bite you." Were you talking about Deza? Why you delete am? Confess now. Overnight, he went from a beloved screen sweetheart to one of the most suspected people in the industry. But it doesn't end there. A blogger revealed that this same actor once confronted Deza on a movie set earlier this year. The argument reportedly happened because a major producer chose Deza for the lead role of a big-budget film the other actor had been eyeing for months. Witnesses said Deza tried to walk away to avoid conflict, but the actor allegedly blocked him and said, "I will show you that this industry has kings and gatekeepers. You don't belong at the top." People thought it was just normal ego talk, but after today's revelation, fans are seeing that moment in a completely different light. Deza's fans have been flooding his social media pages since the revelation, dropping millions of comments like, "Protect this man, Nollywood must not swallow him, expose the snake, don't fear anyone, say the name, and we are behind you." Even celebrities who normally stay silent during controversies have started picking sides. Sonia Uche dropped a comment saying, "Light always wins. Stay strong, king." Kadiri posted a tweet saying, "Your enemies will expose themselves without you trying." Destiny Etiko shared a blazing caption, "When God elevates a person, no devil can stop them." And Edochia posted a cryptic video of a snake shedding its skin. Nobody knows if that was shade or coincidence, but fans are already dragging meaning out of it. Subscribe now to Just Gist TV because this story is deep, and we're bringing you every angle, every whisper, and every hidden layer as it unfolds. Now, let's go deeper into what could have really happened behind the scenes. The Nigerian movie industry is known for glam, fame, and success, but anyone close to it knows the politics runs like a silent war. Alliances are formed. Deals are made in secret. Loyalty shifts every day. People smile on camera but fight backstage. Power moves are non-stop. So when Deza said he was betrayed, nobody doubted him for a second. Nollywood is not a playground. It's a battlefield with bright lights. Some insiders claim this whole jealousy started when Deza's career suddenly skyrocketed earlier this year. Every film he featured in went viral. His fan base exploded overnight. Producers said he delivered roles like he was born for the screen. Even his minor roles were becoming memes and trending scenes. His popularity was rising faster than many long-standing actors could handle. And as we know, rapid success breeds hidden enemies. Deza himself once said in an interview, "Fame is sweet but it also exposes darkness." People thought it was just a philosophical quote. But now, it's starting to look like a warning. Another insider claimed that Deza was in talks with a major streaming platform for a long-term contract that would have placed him among the top earners in Nollywood. If that deal had gone through, he would have been sharing tables with the industry giants. And apparently, someone didn't like that idea. Someone who had been holding that spot for years. Someone who saw Deza as a potential threat to their relevance. Someone who allegedly wanted to cut his shine before the world realized how good he truly was. According to the insider, this jealous competitor had been quietly blocking connections behind the scenes. They allegedly discouraged certain producers from working with Deza by spreading false rumors. They even pretended to mentor young actors while secretly manipulating casting decisions. That's why when Deza mentioned betrayal, fans instantly knew this wasn't just small beef, this was a calculated move. Let's talk about Deza's hospital stay for a moment because there's something strange about it too. Nurses said Deza kept waking up at night asking for his phone. He was restless, constantly checking something online. At some point, a family member had to take his phone from him because the stress was delaying his recovery. But Deza refused to rest. According to one nurse, he kept saying, "I need to talk," before they twist the story. That alone shows he had been thinking deeply and piecing events together while lying on that hospital bed. He wasn't just recovering. He was preparing. And then, the shocker of all shockers, just before Deza exited the hospital, he received a private message from an anonymous Instagram account. The message said, "You talk too much. If you go public, you will regret it." Deza showed it to his manager, who became furious and wanted to call the police immediately. But Deza insisted that the best response wasn't silence, it was exposure. That message was the final push that made him step outside that gate with fire in his chest. In the middle of his speech, he said something that made the crowd tremble. If anything happens to me, hold the person responsible. I will not hide again. That sentence alone sent chills down everybody's spine. Fans were shouting, reporters were screaming, bloggers nearly fainted because that kind of statement only comes from someone who has seen serious danger. And that's why this gist is shaking the entire Nollywood. Subscribe to Just Gist TV right now if you haven't. We're the only place giving you the real, unfiltered breakdown. After his speech, Deza's team tried to pull him into the car, but he refused until he finished talking. He pointed to the cameras and said, "Tell Nigerians the truth, this industry is darker than they think." Even his mother was crying behind him. His brother kept whispering, "Calm down, it's enough," but Deza wasn't done. He was like a man who had been holding pain for too long. And here's another twist: an older Nollywood legend reportedly called Deza privately and warned him to stop talking. This actor told him, "If you fight certain people, you cannot win." But Deza replied, "I'm not fighting. I'm exposing." The fact that a veteran felt the need to warn him shows that the person behind this matter is not small. They have influence. They have connections. They have reach. And they are scared of the truth coming out. Meanwhile, the actor most suspected by fans has gone completely silent. No posts, no comments, no statements. Nothing. The silence is loud enough to create tension. People are asking, "If you're innocent, why are you not talking?" But instead of speaking up, he has turned off his Instagram comments and even restricted tagging. That alone is fueling suspicion. Some actresses have started speaking indirectly too. One posted, "Not every smile is love." Another wrote, "Some people would rather destroy others than work on their own talent." The industry is whispering. But the whispers are loud enough at this point. Back to Deza. After leaving the hospital, he went straight home with heavy security. His family doesn't want him to be alone. According to sources, he plans to address the public again soon, this time with more details. And trust me, that second statement is going to shake the entire internet. If he drops a name, the whole industry will go up in flames. And that's why you must subscribe to Just Gist TV. Nothing escapes us here. We give you gist the way it is, raw, real, and hot. As we wrap this episode, let me tell you one thing: Deza's bravery might be the turning point Nollywood needs. His pain might expose the power games that have been destroying young talents silently for years. His revelation might force people to open their eyes and see the politics behind the glamour. And whether the snake likes it or not, the truth is already out. The mask has cracked. The camera is rolling. The world is watching. Thank you for watching Just Gist TV. Make sure you subscribe before leaving because this story is just beginning, and we will be here to break every single update for you. Stay tuned.